You guys doing okay?
Yeah. Down so much different. By that time, your body has adjusted a whole lot as well. Remember me.
Come sail with us on the ultimate Southern Caribbean cruise on the Celebrity Beyond, traveling to 5 ports, taking in all the wonderful experiences and scenery. In our prior port of Antigua, we drove around the island and made several stops to Betty's Hope, Stingray City, and Shirley Heights, learning lots of lessons along the way. If there was one port on the cruise we could have a do-over, it was that one. In this episode, we spend our last port day on the beautiful island of St. Kitts, and it was the perfect place to end our cruise. Despite Daniel's leg injury from Antigua, we attempt a challenging yet rewarding hike up a volcano with one of the best tour guides we've ever had in our travels. We are running late again. St. Kitts is the smallest country in the Caribbean, both in area and population. Nevis, the neighboring island, is part of this 2-island country in the West Indies. In fact, only 2 miles of ocean called the Narrows separate these islands. Maybe you could go on ahead, Steve. Follow the directions to the right at the casino. We are running late. Daddy's on the run trying to meet our guide that we were supposed to meet a couple minutes ago. Well, actually, we were supposed to meet him 15 minutes ago, but yeah, hopefully we don't miss him. As we were looking for our tour guide, we got approached by a man wearing 2 baby monkeys, asking if the boys would like to get their picture taken with him. And we couldn't say no. You can see.
Jimmy.
Let's go. Dive into the deep blue sky. Come with me to paradise.
Jimmy. Okay, come close in. Come close in. Come close in. Stand there. Stand close in now. Stand close in.
St. Kitts is one of the only Caribbean islands that has monkeys. We had already gotten to see monkeys in St. Martin on this trip. What, Daniel? There's with this area. They are vervet monkeys, also known as green monkeys. French settlers brought them from West Africa to the island as exotic pets in the 17th century. And now they have become quite the pests, causing agriculture issues. After the distraction of the monkeys, we finally found our tour company, who drove us to our activity for the day. We went with JB Taxi and Excursions, and we were so glad we did. We were actually booked with someone else, and only a few days before leaving for our cruise, we switched because the other tour company had some poor recent reviews, including injuries and a car accident that was poorly handled. We highly recommend you research and choose your guide wisely, or just save yourself any headache and go with JB Taxi and Excursions. There's a sign of where we're gonna hike. See? How do you pronounce it?
Liamuiga.
We felt like we were in good hands with our guide. As we got closer to our activity for the day, the road got windier. Our guide honked as he went around corners. Driving on the opposite side of the road again felt weird, but we were so thankful that we didn't have to do the driving on this island. Now that we're stopped, how does it feel to be driving in a foreign country on the other side of the road? No comment.
We're going up some 700 feet.
When we arrived at the trailhead, there was a sweet doggie there to greet us, likely a nursing mom. She lived at the farm near the trailhead. From the parking lot alone, we had gorgeous views of St. Martin and Anguilla. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I think she thinks you have snacks because the rattling of the bag.
In St. Martin, French and Dutch, and Anguilla, which belongs to the UK, which has since returned to the UK. Ideally. No, because we are pretty much one family going here. We are not necessarily in a rush.
Our main guide, Janelle, happens to be the owner of JB Taxi and Excursions. And for our excursion, a newer guide, Jaquan, joined us as well. The tree of shoes at the trailhead shows the importance of good footwear for the hike. It is so amazing that the local guides hike in sneakers. In fact, Jaquan's old sneakers were hanging in the tree. We definitely recommend good, sturdy hiking boots for this hike, as well as a camelback and a trekking pole. But be prepared to put the pole away for the upper climb.
Let's roll before those folks die.
Yes.
And that's actually not even one of the groups that I saw. He's not the fastest, but he's a robot. Ready to go?
As we started out on the hike, we were definitely nervous to see how much of the hike we could do with Daniel's leg injury from the previous day in Antigua. This very strenuous hike is for those in good physical shape with no heart problems, back issues, hip or knee problems, or other ailments. So we were prepared to turn around wherever Daniel needed to.
Let me see what you're made of. Okay.
On this beautiful sunny day, it became quickly obvious that we wouldn't have had to sunblock because the dense jungle canopy shaded us for the entire hike. It was so neat hiking through this amazing, lush, tropical rainforest. The birds were chirping, there were so many trees, all varieties, sizes, shapes, and textures. The long, thin vines and the deep, thick roots were nothing like we had ever seen before. And as an extra bonus, we had our own private tour since no one else had signed up for the day, even with 2 ships in port. Janelle and Jaquan kept us at a good pace, giving us some quick rest stops on the way up and ensuring we stayed on track so we'd make it back to the ship in time. These were perfect opportunities to refresh ourselves with the provided British-based energy drink that was a hoot for the boys. The carbonated drink makes a fizzing noise, sounding like it was alive. There's a bench. Want you guys go sit?
First stop.
5-minute break.
Down so much different. By that time, your body has adjusted a whole lot as well.
Is it cold?
Necessarily need to.
This hike is one of the top things to do on the island, and upon finding it, we knew it would be a fun challenge. The trail got down to business almost immediately. It didn't take us long to start sweating buckets either, even with temperatures in the 70s. But our guides were cheering us on the whole way. The further we hiked, the harder the trail got. We hiked through trenches, over roots, and up rocks. Our guides were wonderful. They offered a hand where needed and told us where to place a foot. And Janelle even gave Daniel, or as he liked to call him, Danny, piggyback rides in a few of the steeper sections. We kept our eyes peeled for monkeys, and we did manage to see one, but didn't get to film it.
So So this is not necessarily a stop, but it's a chance to slow down. Mainly because of the
Wow.
down below.
Get in there, boys.
Look at the roots. They're crazy. They're almost as tall as you boys. Here, get in there. No, the roots. Look at the roots.
Yeah, you're always waking me up. We'll go on shaking
I was talking about the big trees on both sides.
it up. 'Cause you're the place where I call home. We're going fast, stuck in time. We're gonna hold on tight.
You guys doing okay? Yeah. Give yourself some space. He'll help you, Daniel.
We're gonna hold on tight, and I'm never gonna give you up. I'll be looking out. I'll be looking out for you. For you. I'll be looking out.
This way.
I'll be looking out for you. For you.
Up, Daddy.
Danny.
Ready for overdrive?
I'll be looking out. I'll be looking out for you. For you.
What do you think of this, David? Tiring. I'll put away this camera too. I can pop it in your backpack.
Look here.
For the last 25% of the hike up, we had to put away the cameras because the climb intensified, and it was the hardest and most technical. We needed to be able to use our hands as we navigated steep root ladders and up and around boulders on near vertical sections. It took us 2 hours and 15 minutes to get to the ridge where the boys and I hung out perched on a rock for the perfect resting spot with views of our own for a half hour. We enjoyed the banana chocolate chip bread that Janelle had given us, and boy was it yummy. Meanwhile, Steve climbed to the viewpoint and took the video camera to record it for the rest of us. Mt Liamuiga, also known as Mount Misery, is the tallest point on the island at 3,792 feet. It's a dormant stratovolcano that hasn't erupted for nearly 2,000 years. Liamuiga means fertile land, and it definitely stays true to its name with its densely forested crater and even a lake. It was a blessing to be able to see the volcano, especially since it's usually hidden in a cloudy mist. It was amazing being able to look up at the summit and down inside its lush volcanic crater, neither of which we were going to today. In order to see this view, Steve made the final push to the upper view up several exposed steep boulders which were out of the rest of our comfort zones, and you had to come back down them too. It was definitely the hardest hike we've done, even with lots of experience climbing the mountains in our home state of Colorado. We were so proud of our boys who didn't complain at all, and especially Daniel, who hiked the whole thing with an injured leg. In fact, Daniel said it was his favorite hike he had ever done, which is saying something because we've done a lot of hiking. We kept an especially quick pace on the way down since we needed to make it back to the port in time to get back on the cruise ship. The journey was definitely the destination, and although the view from the top was amazing, the hike to get there really made it quite the unforgettable experience. We made it to the top and we are headed back down. Gotta make down for the cruise ship to leave. Yeah, the ice sea was nice. refreshing drink provided by our guide with banana chocolate chip cake bread. It was yummy. You should eat yours. We have Janelle and Jaquan to thank in part for their excellent job guiding us, all the while making it fun and interesting for our two boys. It is so much more enjoyable having locals guide you through the experience and navigate all the terrain. Janelle and Jaquan were very engaging, energetic, and friendly guides, and especially good with children. Don't think twice about booking with anyone else. We're making the final push, making some good time down. Almost back. Getting hotter. I see the mangoes that the monkeys are eating, and they only eat half of them, and they don't eat all of them. Oh wow, we are like back. Back. Give me 5, David. You like these crackers? Are they good? You like crackers? Yes. It ended up being over 2,000 feet of elevation gain and a little over 4 miles over a total of 5 hours on the trail, including over an hour of stops. It's a great way to end our trip, huh, boys? Got some exercise.
Look at all these peppers.
Since we've taken this cruise, Janelle has expanded his business, adding more members to his team, adding other hikes and excursions, and working very hard to make his tour company a 5-star one that comes highly recommended. It's a rare find for somebody to work so hard for the whole time of the tour.
Remember me. Just send me like a postcard, say, hey, this is a 10K or whatever, and have a great one.
You can send him an autograph book.
See ya. All right.
Bye, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your holiday.
We made it back with 30 minutes to spare, so we're gonna hit up some shops before we get back on the boat. About 7 hours later, we arrived back at the port, having had the best adventure to end our cruise with. Definitely one of the highlights of our 5 days of ports.
Days we'll remember with the world to see. Always ready to run.
And it's our last port. Now that we've finished, which one was your favorite?
Barbados. Actually, no.
Which was your favorite?
I don't have a favorite. St.
No
Lucia
favorite?
Or this island.
What, David?
St. Lucia or St. Kitts.
Okay.
I don't know.
I can't pick.
Probably St. Lucia.
My favorite experience on this trip was getting the queen conch and holding the monkey.
Glad we paid the extra $5 for you to hold the monkeys then.
My 2 favorite things were holding the monkeys and snorkeling.
Yes.
There's 2 prisoners and the turtle.
Snorkeling was up there, and the hike up the volcano today, and the mud experience in St. Lucia.
Yeah. I enjoyed the guide today and the hike. It's really unique going to the top of the volcano in St. Kitts and then snorkeling with sea turtles in Barbados. Definitely my top hits.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
When the wild's calling, ready to run, and we won't stop. We were born for adventure.
David, wave goodbye to the monkeys in our last port. Wave goodbye. As we ate a late lunch, we watched our ship sail away from the shores of St. Kitts, an island only 5 miles wide by 23 miles long, home to approximately 47,000 people, hoping we would make it back again someday. We have now concluded our ports for our 10-night ultimate Southern Caribbean cruise. We thought we would just check off this cruise to say we've been to the Caribbean, but this was such a unique trip, unlike anything we've done before, and the diversity of the Caribbean causes us to want to go back. So I think the Caribbean will be calling our name again in the future. hopefully sooner rather than later. Thank you for watching. We invite you to subscribe to our channel and come along on the journey with us, whether it be via travel trailer, rooftop tent, backpack, or cruise ship. See you on our next adventure.
Stand close him now. Stand close him.
Monkey.
Oh,
Look at that.